Below this video in the description should be a link for the homework flashcards for the Whipsaw. Now these are the flashcards that I have not gone over yet and you have not seen as yet. So hopefully before you look at those, you've already downloaded the ones I use for doing the demonstration on the Whipsaw, and you've marked them up and compared them to how I marked mine originally. And hopefully you did well. If you didn't come close, you should probably go back and revisit that, because if you noticed, it's getting more complicated now. You got two different patterns working together. It's like, and this is one of the ones I put in there. You can see that in here you've got patterns that are overlapping. You have a classic in here, but inside the classic you've got a whipsaw. Okay, like down in here, coming down in here into two, you've got one coming down and two, but two is made up out of one, two coming down. It came back as top under the breakout trader, so you had another classic in there. Okay, so it's getting more complicated. So if you were not able to identify all the patterns, at least the major ones that I did, you should go back and revisit it. And when you're looking at these flashcards, you should start at the high of Asia or the low of Asia, whichever way you go, so that it takes it out on the other side. Because like we started the day right here. We didn't start over here because this wasn't the high of Asia. You can see right here, it's not the high of Asia. This was higher. This wasn't the lower of Asia. This was lower. So you go from the high to the low. If we went from over here, we'd say we got one down, two down. Whoops, we got a whipsaw into three. But that's not the case. That's not the high of Asia, so I don't want you to start there. You start at the high or the low. And you run it, and then if it takes out the other high on the same chart for the day, because this is the full day, you run it up the other way. If something just comes up halfway, then peters out down on here, ignore that stuff. Okay? So, one other thing is that when you're doing these things, don't be afraid of small patterns for the whipsaw on 1 and 2. You'll find that a small pattern leads to a huge move. Okay, so a small pattern can lead to a huge move. So all because you see something in tight, don't be afraid of it. Okay, and so what we want you to do is make sure you look at your two, your push two pull back on both of these things, and then coming down in here, you look for it. There's nothing. If there's nothing in there, don't mark it up. Okay, and on this one here, I didn't put a start and a finish for you because you're gonna have to look at it a bit more. All right, so good luck with it. And the video for going over these, the new ones that you haven't seen as yet, will be coming hopefully later today, if not by tomorrow. So good luck with them.